Hello, and welcome to the Knitting Annihilator podcast, episode 3. My name is Akira Green Bonner. I'm recently married, so I love to say my whole name. You can find me on Ravelry at knitting_annihilator, and also on Ravelry at KiraGreen95. I know it's been a while since I've filmed. It's been pretty crazy these past 3 weeks. I went to the R. Kelly concert, which was amazing. I love older music rather than what's going on now. I have no idea what they're talking about now, but the older music I really enjoy, so it's really fun. And my husband's a huge R. Kelly fan, so it's really nice to see him enjoy himself with that. And it was also my sister's birthday, so happy birthday, Maya. She's 16 now, and everybody's getting old, and I'm just like, I'm not ready. Stay little. So, yeah. It is October the 2nd, so it is 29 days to the biggest holiday on Earth. My birthday. No, I'm joking. It's Halloween, but it is my birthday, and I'm really excited. I'll be the big 21 this year, and I am excited to just get a lot of yarn. That's really all I want, is like a lot of yarn, maybe a lot of shirts that say really quirky things about knitting and things of that nature. But yeah, it's a little later in the day than I'm usually filming, and I'm also filming in the kitchen because I wanted to try something different. I'm actually really enjoying it. You can actually see me, and like when I put my arms up, you can see my tattoos, and I think that's pretty awesome. So I really like it in here. I might do it in here more often. But yeah, so we're just trying something different today, and why not, you know? So I think that's pretty much everything for introductions, and we can get on to some knitting. I have not one FO, but 2 of them for you today. One of them, of course, is my 3 Peas in a Pod shawl by the Periscoping Sisters. I haven't weaved in any ends. I've been so lazy about weaving in ends, but it's pretty awesome. This was a stitch marker to tell me which way was the back and the front, but I don't need that anymore because it's done. But yeah, so I used Lolo Did It yarn in the color Pretty Little Zombies, and this is also Fortunate Sun, and then the more pinky color is Professor Plum. Oh, there we go. So you got all this beautiful garter stitch, and then you got this lace end right here, which I think I cut it off at 1 repeat because I was so excited. So I think instead of the 9 I believe it called for, I think I did like 8. I could have kept going because there's so much yarn left, and I'm like, I don't really know what to do with it. So I might just, cast on another shawl and see what I can do. So yeah, so I have no idea how to wear a shawl, especially when it's like all kinds of different ways. Wait, let's go this way. Maybe like this. Oh, getting so. Oh yeah. That's awesome. And then, oh yeah, I'm excited about that. Oh, I can't wait to wear this. But yeah, so I finished that, and I'm really happy. It was such a wonderful, easy, relaxing knit, and I was really happy with how it turned out. I also made a hat because I finished it and I didn't have anything on the needles at that time. I finished a hat for my cousin Seth. Hi Seth. He's on the football team for Minnesota, the college. I have no idea about football, so if you guys know him and you've seen him, that's my guy. And I made him a hat, and this is it. This is the antler hat by Tin Can Knits. I used acrylic yarn in the colorway gold, and then this is like a burgundy color, and these are the skull colors. I'm only showing you this side because I feel like this side is the best side. I'm so proud of this side. because as you get to turning, you get to a spot where I was confused, which is right here. I have no idea what happened right here. If you want to see how it's really supposed to look, then you can go to the Inside Number 23 podcast with Katie. Hi, Katie. And she made it beautifully. And I was just like, what am I doing wrong? But you can't really tell. I tried to keep it like, cable-y. I didn't want to just have like this random garter stitch right here. But I still like the way it turned out. I feel like this thing is huge, but everybody like look at this. This is huge. But everybody in my family is like, Kira, you just have a little head. Not everybody has little heads like you. So, but yeah, and this has been done for a while, and I've been meaning to send it. Again, I am lazy because we have this. So today I'm weaving this in because my mom said she's going to be on me to send this hat. So I'm going to weave this in so that way I can send the hat over, because I know in Minnesota it's getting cold around this time of year, and I know it's going to be snowing soon. So I am excited to see him wear it and see pictures and stuff. And yeah, I just like to make things, so I was excited about that. And that is all the finished objects I have for you today. I have 1.5 whips, basically. My husband's texting me, sorry. I have 1.5 whips. I say 1.5 because I started on the Big Old Coat by Joji Locatelli, and I have been failing her as a knitter. I have been failing her. I've started at least like two of the things that she's designed, and I have frogged all of them because I don't know, I am a beginner. I'm an advanced beginner, I like to call myself. So anytime I go in it and I don't know, it is so frustrating. So I frog it and I start over. So I'm going to start over on the Big Old Coat because I really do want to have something nice to wear on my birthday, because I want to make a birthday outfit with a shawl and maybe a pullover or a sweater or something like that. So I am going to start it over again. And I told myself, you will not get any more of her designs until you finish that whole book. So I am determined to knit the whole book, the authentic book, I want to say it's called. But there's some old notes because I know I have, yes, the authentic collection. I'm going to knit everything out of that authentic collection, and then once I finish that and I've learned and mastered the techniques that I need, then I'll buy another one of her patterns and then I'll try again. And that's what I told myself. So we do have that. I also started, and I'm almost finished with, the Because I Love You Shop by Amy Meeks of the Periscoping Sisters. I feel like she wrote this pattern because she loves me. That's what I'm feeling. I know that's a big statement to make, and she may not even know who I am, but I feel like she wrote it because she loves me. Because I started this after I frogged the Big Old Coat, and I was just so emotional. Like, I'm telling my husband, like, I don't know what I'm doing. To my parents, I don't know. And then I started this, and I was like, oh, I know I can do it. So this is motivating me to start the Big Old Coat again. So here it is. Now I've kind of taken my own spin on it. So you're actually supposed to just use 2 colors. You're supposed to use a speckled color and a solid color. I had this yarn just lying around. It's Malintosh yarn. I know this color is the Coral Steam. I've actually used it before to make some hats for my in-laws. I forgot what this color was called. I think it's called Vintage or something like that. I'm not really sure. And then I had this gray color for when I started another Joji Locatelli pattern, and I frogged that too. I'm a horrible person, but it's okay. We're gonna get it. So this is the Because I Love You wrap. So it's Pico bind off. I've been on it with the Pico since the 3 Ps in a pod cow. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this one because I bought this pattern and I was like, it's just sitting here. Let's just go for it. So I used 3 colors instead of 2, and I kind of just used the gray as like the inner color, and I'm just going and going. I'm actually to the bridge now. I'm so proud that I didn't stop in the middle of a row on you guys, and I can actually show you. So now I'm at the bridge where the colors are kind of intertwining, and then I'll bind off with the gray. This is so me. I'm excited. I love gray and purple, and light pink is a cute color. So I'm excited to get it off to Needles and Weird, and of course, all the ends. You guys are gonna have to pray for me. Don't know what I'm gonna do with all the ends. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm almost finished with that. So that may be a finished object in 2 weeks, and I promise it'll be 2 weeks. Hopefully. Alright, so I do have some shopping shenanigans. I guess I'll start off with the Knit Picks things, because I bought the Knit Picks yarn for the big old coat. And here it is. And it is the Swish worsted weight yarn, and it is 100% superwash merino wool, and it's in the color Bark. So I don't apologize for the crinkling, because I love the crinkling. So it's like a dark brownish color. Great for fall. That's all I have in mind, is like fall, like Thanksgiving, Halloween. Like maybe if I don't go trick-or-treating this year, I can wear this and be an adult. But who wants to be an adult, right? So I can wear that to work and enjoy that and be warm and cozy. Now this, when I saw this yarn, I was so excited, and it had Garter Goodness written all over it, and I can't wait to start the Garter Goodness. I am waiting on my tonals to come in to kind of match the Garter Goodness, so I'm just waiting on those to come in, and that's why that hasn't been casted on yet. But we're gonna go back to the big old coat. I'm gonna get that done, and we're gonna do it, and then we'll have this for the Garter Goodness to wrap up in. Guys, look at this. So this is Vivid Studios. This is her pumpkin spice colorway. Now mind you, I'm not a pumpkin spice fan. It's okay. I tried pumpkin spice Cheerios and what was that, Life? The cereals. Now those are pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But as far as like pumpkin spice lattes and all that stuff, I'm just like, I don't really get the hype. But when I saw this yarn and I saw this speckle of brown and then these grays and this orange, and I was like, yes, Jesus, I have to do this. I must do this. And this has Halloween written all over it. It has Kira written all over it, because I'm not really, like, even though I'm using like bright colors for knitting, like that's pretty much all I use for bright colors is knitting. When I go to work, I'm a gray girl. I'm a blue, black. Like I wear lots of dark colors. And so I try to be more adventurous with the colors in my knitting, because okay, I can have on black, but I can have on like a pop of purple, a pop of pink, you know, like green and pink and little speckled. So I try to be creative in like maybe my accessories, because I know I'm basic. So the clothes are usually basic. But yes, I'm so excited to cake this up and knit it. And have a Garter Goodness. And I saw Chelsea from the Legacy Knits podcast. She made the Garter Goodness, and I was in love with it when I saw it, and I was like, I have to make that. So I'm just excited for my tonals to get here so we can get it done. I also bought a book because I wanted the free shipping, but I ended up paying for 2-day shipping anyway, but that's neither here nor there. I bought this book called Celtic Journey from Knit Picks. So it's lots of cabling, and it's got a lot of like sweaters, shawls, more sweaters and cardigans, and also like an Afghan in it. I'm not sure if I want to keep it or if I want to maybe send it to somebody who really loves cables. Not that I don't like cables. I've only made one cable thing. That was my first cable hat that I made for my cousin. So I'm not afraid to, give it another go. I don't know. I'm more so into the flat, like stockinette, garter. I just love that. More so, I think that's more so my style than lots of cables. But yeah, so it's really nice though, and I was excited to pick it up. Like, look at how pretty that is. So it's worth trying. So maybe I'll try some and then give it to someone or send it over to someone, because I think KT would love this. This has her written all over it. So those were my knitting shenanigans. And that's about it. I do have some tonals on the way. I do have a bag or two on the way. So I'm just waiting on those to come in. Now we can move on to some random thoughts. Don't really have a lot of random thoughts today. I've actually been relaxing the past couple of days. Just enjoying my knitting and enjoying my husband, because my husband's schedule's been changing, so we've had more time to spend together. So he'll, sit and watch TV, and I'll be knitting next to him and watching TV. Just enjoying my family. I love spending time with my family and just enjoying their company, and I love that. So yeah, and like I said, I did enjoy the R. Kelly concert. He sounds exactly like he does in the songs, and he really is really talented. I have an old soul, so I love music from like the 80s and the 90s, and that's where my range is. So I just really enjoyed myself, and it was so much fun. So yeah, that is pretty much everything. If you have any questions or anything, you can leave them in the comments below, or personal message me on Ravelry. Again, I am Kara Green 95. And I've also given my Instagram already as knitting_Annihlator. You can also leave a comment down below, and subscribe to join the alliance and become a part of our family, because again, this is a family, and I don't really have any knitting buddies around, so podcasting is kind of how I speak to you guys as far as my knitting family. I also want to say hello to Danielle Brown. She follows me on Instagram, and she's become such a wonderful friend and supporter, and I just love her. We've never met before, we've never talked before, and it's just been solely through Instagram, and we met through the 3 Ps in a pod cowl as I was updating, my progress, and she was updating her progress, and I just fell in love with her. I love everything that she does. And so hi, Danielle. And yeah, that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, again, leave them below, direct message me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Happy knitting.